Before we go into the video, this video is brought to you by Tokyo Marine. And it's a very different format today. Let's go through common myth about fire insurance and discover how we can protect our biggest asset, which is our property lah. Shout out to the team for being kind enough to actually send us the myths and the explanation of it, because this needs to come from experts. Myth number 1, fire insurance covers only fire-related perils. Well, because it's called fire insurance after all, right? The answer is Tokyo Marine Secure Home does not only cover fire or fire-related perils, but also cover other perils such as flood, storm, impact damage, bursting of pipes, earthquake, aircraft damage, theft, and etc. as part of the basic coverage. It also provides complimentary coverage for dengue, damage to frozen foods, and replacement costs of firefighting appliances. Myth number 2. The fire insurance sum insured can remain unchanged over the years. And the answer is the price of property, construction material, and building costs have been rising steadily over the years due to various factors including inflation. It is very important that you ensure your home is sufficiently insured, including the cost of renovation and enhancement, to minimize the risk of lower payout in the event of a claim. In other words, we need to keep our fire insurance sum updated lah. So there you go, some of these common myths on fire insurance busted. Find out more about Tokyo Marine Secure Home, visit tokyomarine.com today. Once again, thank you very much to Tokyo Marine for sponsoring this video. And
what's up guys, this is Shana, and today we're gonna check out my new subsale unit in Mont Kiara. We are in 163 The Oak. Let's go. So we are now walking next to, I call it the iconic junction of Mont Kiara, because this one you can see forever jam one. And here you can see a mixture of crowds. Mainly you will have office crowds because next to us will be Plaza Mont Kiara and one Mont Kiara mall. So this will be all the offices, and there will be a lot of people in suit and tie, shirts and all looking very smart. Then you also have a lot of freelance people. There are people who just chill, designer based kind of thing that is flooding all the cafes here. You can really feel the density of cafes within this junction itself. Then you will have students along with their parents supervising them for shopping and makan. That's one of the main reasons why I bought this, because all those elements reflect in this thing called potential tenants. So this will be the main way that comes in from the Sprint Highway going into this street, and this is the main street for Mont Kiara. And something to take note when you're investing within this location of Mont Kiara, there are just a lot of options to choose from. Therefore, you will need to consider which street first of all, then what's the age of the apartment, because all of them fetch different performance, fetch different kind of rates, because you have bigger ones like 1,500 square feet but it's selling for like 600,000-700,000 still got. But you also have like the one that I just bought. It's around 898 square feet and it's around $1 million. But technically I bought it around 900,000 and it's a subsale. From the main street just now, you can see the retail that's in the front. This one will then be the main entrance located one street behind. So it's actually way more private and I like the entire dressing of it. So this will be the main drop off, and here you can really see a lot of people within the lobby, and right in front you have cafes already. Upstairs you will have a childcare, kindergarten, things like that. Crowds around here, right? It's all very young people and a lot of non-Malaysian. And walking in right from the entrance of the project, you get all these within doors that once you come down only. You get to do your nails, you get to see Chinese doctors. Anyway, so welcome to my brand new investment unit. Well, we have visited this layout within the apartment makeover series as well. I'll just put the link up there, you guys can go check it out. And you can see right now it's full fully furnished. And the estimated rent within the market is around 4,200 to 4,300. But 4,000 is a very confident figure that the agents can fetch. But here is then where agents will confirm give you a rate where they can confirm the rent as fast as possible.
And how this deal came about is when Rina, like you guys know Rina, right? The loan expert, suddenly gave me a call saying that, hey Sean, I have this unit right here. It's currently available. Would you be interested? And without even thinking much, it took me like 2 to 3 days, then I said yes already. And that's because of one common practice that I do always, which is to check my secrets almost every other month to really know my affordability on loan. The second one will be the market sentiment. So instantly when she tell me the selling price, I immediately know whether is it expensive or is it cheap. Also, I am very familiar with the rental rates around the area as we have visited that site so many times already. Roughly, you can already feel the pulse of the area. Hence the confidence to pull this trigger within like 2 to 3 days time. And now what's exciting for the location is the brand new extension in front of Mont Kiara, where there'll be a brand new road that connects Jalan Kiara 3 over to Solaris Mont Kiara area. Also, there's an extension where it connects Jalan Kiara 3 and Jalan Kiara 4 at the end. Suddenly, all the residents of Jalan Kiara 3 have pedestrian access. It's now way easier to actually walk to 163 Mall. That might change the profile of Jalan Kiara 4 a little bit because it has always been this private road, but now with this brand new access, right, suddenly people can actually drive through. So as we were recording now, a lot of car parks at the site. I don't think that will happen anymore. I think it will be good for business, especially the commercial area for Arcoris, which is the commercial site next to us. Also business for the retail mall of 163. While visiting around, right, you can really see that Arcoris office suites are all occupied, and the number of people that's just hanging out around the mall is insane. Well, the plan now is to get this unit rented out as soon as possible, and I will wait for 6 months time because the bank will require 6 months of proof of payments of rental plus your tenancy agreement, a stamp one, plus the bank statements to prove that the transfer has been done. So once after that, then I can sign the other block that I just booked. But this booking has been made like very long ago. Yeah, check it out.
So under this same developer, they are now building this project called Solastar within. Don't know whether you argue is it the same location or not, but it's pretty close, right? So they are really within the Dutamas area, and this is the project that I've booked like 3 years ago. So now finally the sales gallery is up, and again this is via Rina's team that I get all this access from. So when you come in, then this will be the layout all together. There will be a dining and living here, then you have an aircon latch at the corner. So the kitchen tucked at the side, bathroom 1, then 1 common bathroom and a study room, 1 bath, then there will be a bedroom here. So this is type A, 720 square feet, 2 bed, 2 bath. So coming in from Mont Kiara, this will be a hidden way going into Segambut area, and this will be a road into the quarters of the government workers, right? And this will be KL Metropolis. So temporarily now, this is a roundabout, and this will be the site of Solastar. This is a freehold project that consists of 3 blocks. Personally, I booked this project via Rina like 3 years ago during the MCO time, and because at the time I think market was predicted to be soft, then there were promotional prices, so I kind of locked in a very attractive price. But now since 1 block is totally underwritten by the same team, the pricing is going to be different from the one that is within open market. But as you observe around the site, right, it's all the negative aspects that you can ask for. So this is adjacent to the highway, so it's going to be pretty dusty and noisy, and located right next to the cemetery. Then right in front you have the pylon, and this is the area where you have so many high-rise, non-stop high-rise. Why I still place booking is because of the entry price that is so much lower than the existing projects that's been transacted within Metropolis itself. And based on the nature of economics, there will always be demand for the lowest price one. The low entry price allows me to have a lower rental rate so that I can break even. And calculating based on the current room rental around the area, it can already break even if not surpass my future installment rate. Well, provided OPR, it remains the same lah.
So this project then demonstrates another side of bulk purchase for this company. So usually when we think about bulk purchase is when they sell leftover units, right? So when a project cannot sell all, left like 30%, so they will just do like clearance stock and they will look for bulk purchases, right? That's the usual practice that we know. But this company right now, they are embarking into this next phase where they underwrite one whole block. So there are actually 3 blocks to the project. So all the members will have access to that whole block at a different price range compared to the open market, because they have underwritten this like maybe 4 years ago before this was actually launched to the public. So there's some dynamics within the market that I think every investor or buyer should know. Like when you buy a particular property, right, to me, I don't judge. My entire goal is to buy the cheapest price possible of a particular property that I want to invest in. So the first tier will be, am I family and friends of the company? So a developer is my friend, so I get extra discount. Or you are royalty, or you are some Tan Sri's son or Datuk's son, maybe can get. Then are you business associates? Besides all these, then pretty much any individual who walks in will get the same price and the same standard discounts already. Unless you join a private setting, then you will have special prices because they have locked in the price from the previous stage. Well, this also illustrates on the confidence that they have lah. So if the project actually goes south, the project couldn't make it, right? They will bear all the risk in loss. Sometimes if you lock the price, right, what if the market actually goes downwards, is lower than the price that you locked in? So it's also a risk. But anyway, for this project, then I think it's going to take another 2 to 3 years time for you to develop. And if you compare the selling price of whatever price, like even the open market price is already very attractive, especially when you look into the neighboring site of Fiddlewoods, and you have Met 1 and you have Park, right? So those are existing transaction price. Of course, in terms of furnishings, in terms of size, it's not directly apple to apple comparison. But if you think from a tenant point of view, trying to rent a place because I work around KL Metropolis, then this project has a lot to offer in terms of that competitive pricing. This project is leveraging on KL Metropolis as a whole as a development, because there's going to be another few more blocks that is coming, plus the potential MRT 3, hopefully located around Jalan Kiara 4, hopefully located around Solasta as well. If really MRT 3 were to happen, my current investments are benefiting a lot from them. But if it does not happen, if MRT 3 does not happen, right, with the current rental, I'm fine. Actually, I'm very fine, and that has been the strategy of investing for me. I want to invest in the location even without MRT, without LRT, whatever, right? The property is already doing very well. So MRT then is only a bonus. But to a lot of people who are not familiar with Mont Kiara's dynamics, to them it's very hard to comprehend like how can a location have so many condos and still have high rents. Why? My explanation on that will then be to zoom in your research a little bit further. So we have done this before. We have broken down the main Jalan Kiara 1, 2, 3, 4, all will have different dynamics up to Jalan Kiara 7. Then you have old buildings, you have new buildings, you have mixed development, you have pure residentials, all will have different dynamics altogether in terms of rental and returns. Then you have the upcoming Dutamas side of things, where easily you can just name like 6 new projects that's upcoming right now. So we can also talk about the safety factor or a buffer to safeguard your money. Always refer back to the median price of the location. So when I tell you a price per square feet, let's say 700, how do you then determine is it expensive or is it cheap? It's to refer back to the median price of the location. So when adjacent, you are already transacting at 1,001 and you're buying at 600 to 700 per square feet, automatically you already have a buffer to safeguard your investment. And that allows you to also set your rental in a much more competitive price compared to the one that is selling way higher. The other way to look at it is to know also what's the rental rates around the area. So when I bought the Oak, worst case scenario, when I look into the property portals, the lowest available rent, I can also break even already. Why don't I go for it? But This is because I know the owner and they're selling the property at a very, very attractive price. Because now the price in the market easily is now 1.05 to 1.1 million for the exact same unit. So from there, I'm already safeguarding myself in terms of risk. And I guess that's all for today's update. So both of these properties are also from the same developer, and I expect the same furnitures also to be reflected within Solastar itself. Well, hopefully lah. And also by the drone shots, I do see signs of land clearance. Just not too sure which one is the exact MRT 3 station just yet. But what's crazy is when we think that this location that is already so congested, so matured, so overpopulated, whoever who says it, still have plans for infrastructure improvement, program improvement, and there's an overall master plan still developing. There's still so much story about this location. And for those who are interested in the pricing of Solastar, I cannot tell you, but you can always contact Rina. She can tell you. I cannot, because she's a staff. I'm not. I'm just a client. I cannot say the price, but do reach out to her. I'll put her contact down below. Go kacau her. And I guess that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching. And if you really like this episode, like it, share it, and even subscribe for more information like this. Until next time, this is Sean Tan. Ciao!